Welcome to Star Chat, the cosmic journey that takes you to the farthest reaches of our universe and beyond. Imagine two giant planets, each larger than Jupiter, but with densities so low, they're like cosmic cotton candy. These superpuff planets, named TOI 791b and TOI 791c, are orbiting a dwarf star located around 1,110 light-years from Earth in the southern constellation of Volans. The densities of these planets are mind-bogglingly low, with TOI 791b having a density of just 0.038 grams per cubic centimeter, and TOI 791c's density being only slightly higher at 0.047 grams per cubic centimeter. To put that into perspective, Jupiter's density is 1.33 grams per cubic centimeter, while Earth's density is a whopping 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. But what is even more remarkable about these planets is their unique gravitational relationship. They're locked in a rare 5:3 mean motion resonance, meaning that for every 5 orbits completed by the inner planet, the outer planet completes almost exactly 3. This gravitational interaction causes the planets to repeatedly tug on one another, producing measurable shifts in the timing of their transits across the host star. The discovery of these superpuff planets was made possible by citizen scientists participating in the Planet Hunters TESS project, which searches NASA data for possible new worlds. The team then used a combination of observations from telescopes around the world, including one located in Antarctica, to measure the planet's densities and understand their fascinating properties. As we continue to explore the universe, discoveries like these remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the cosmos. The study of these superpuff planets will undoubtedly reveal new insights into how planetary systems form and evolve, and we can't wait to see what other secrets they hold. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat. As we continue to explore the vast expanse of space and technology, I would like to shift our focus to a company that is making waves in the satellite industry. AST SpaceMobile is on a mission to revolutionize the way we communicate with each other by enabling ordinary phones to connect directly to satellites. This innovative technology has already shown promising results, with the company achieving a peak download speed of 98.9 megabits per second from its satellite network directly to ordinary smartphones. As AST SpaceMobile prepares to launch more satellites in August, the stakes are high, but the potential rewards are even greater. The company is targeting a commercial network that could support 4G or 5G service with mobile network partners and with a strong financial foundation, including $3.5 billion in cash on its balance sheet. AST SpaceMobile seems poised for growth. In fact, management expects revenue to grow significantly in the remaining 3 quarters of 2026, with guidance of $150 million to $200 million. But what does this mean for investors? Should you consider buying stock in AST SpaceMobile before the August launches? While there are no guarantees in the market, it's clear that AST SpaceMobile is on the cusp of something big. With a talented team, a solid business plan, and a growing demand for satellite-based communication services, the company has a lot of potential for growth. As we consider the possibilities, let's not forget the broader implications of this technology. Imagine being able to stay connected with loved ones from anywhere in the world without worrying about cellular coverage or internet connectivity. It's a future that's not just exciting, but also increasingly possible, thanks to companies like AST SpaceMobile. So, what's next for AST SpaceMobile? Will they be able to deliver on their promises and make satellite-based communication a reality for millions of people around the world? We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it unfolds. Welcome back to Star Chat today. We've been exploring the world of finance and investing, and I'd like to leave you with a thought-provoking article that caught my attention. The piece is titled, "Why Thematic ETFs Make Me Nervous," and it raises some interesting points about the potential risks of investing in thematic exchange-traded funds. As we've discussed earlier, ETFs can be a great way to diversify your portfolio and gain exposure to specific sectors or trends. However, the author of this article argues that thematic ETFs, which focus on a particular theme or sector, can be particularly risky. They often launch when a trend is already hot, and by the time individual investors like us get in, the valuations may be inflated. The author also points out that thematic ETFs can be over-concentrated, meaning that if the sector falls out of favor, the entire fund could decline. Additionally, these funds often come with higher expense ratios than broad market ETFs, which can eat into your returns. Another concern is the complexity of some thematic ETFs. They may hold a mix of companies that are tangentially related to the theme, making it difficult to understand what you're actually buying. As someone who is interested in investing, I find these points to be well taken. It's always important to do your research and understand what you're getting into before investing in any fund. So what can we take away from this article? Perhaps the most important thing is to approach thematic ETFs with caution and to make sure you understand the potential risks and rewards. It's also worth considering broad market ETFs, which can provide more diversification and potentially lower fees. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.